Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. I do not exactly remember what our plans were from last time, so I'm just going to give you guys a quick update on the situation. We're most likely going to test out the Executor versus this fleet. It's a little sketch considering their fleet power is almost twice that of the Executor's fleet power. Should be fine on that front. We've lost the Viscount wherever that went off to. Oh, here it is. Never mind, found it again. So down here is still pretty scary. If they can break through Alateen, they can get all these big Mon-Cal ships down. The Reapers up here still haven't done much. Most of their fleet is still sitting on this uncharted planet out here and hasn't moved, so the Underworld has just fortified the planets in the Outer Rim and in this break-off galaxy here. As for over here, there's not much going on. We're just building up stations. I think we might take out Solist and clean up this area so they can't use it anymore.
Ready for action, sir.
For now, I'm just going to build up a couple new fleets, because we got a lot of space to manage now, and a lot of our good ships are over here waiting for the Reapers to break out.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
Because they will at some point. At some point.
Tactical battle imminent.
Oh, where is that? They're pushing in. Okay.
System lost.
I guess the rebellion is taking a jab at our interior sectors.
Moving to coordinates.
We're gonna go ahead and send the Executor off here just to see what happens. The Viscount's moving.
Battleship standing by.
They might be preparing for this. What did I just make that said battleship standing by? Oh, it's this thing. I'll have to throw that into a fleet and see what it is, or what it's capable of. Probably send it all the way. Oh, we'll have to wait on that. We will most likely send it over to the new fleets we're making, or pair it up with the Harrower.
Enemy forces ahead.
Are we already shooting at them? Dang. My only concern is if they have any K-Wings, which it doesn't look like they have. This is a massive Rebel fleet, by the way. This must be like all of their early game ships that they got. I don't see any of their, are these advanced garrisons? Yeah, they are. They must have gotten those relatively... Those must be relatively new.
What is your order?
But aside from that, it's older ships. They do have a couple of these. This is like a really nice looking fleet though. Not sure why they're not trying to engage my ship in actual ship-to-ship combat. They could probably win the fighter combat at least.
I've got a clear path.
We only got 2 squadrons of TIE Defenders, a handful of interceptors, and a handful of
Take the enemy.
normal TIE bombers. So all of our firepower really is concentrated in this ship, but there is a lot of it. Okay, so there's a little bit more firepower here than I expected. If I still had the combat from the old Executors that we had, Ozzel got damaged in a story event.
Setting up my run, sir.
probably show that for comparison, but there was not this much turbo laser fire from the other one.
Ready for orders.
I've got a clear path. Ready to take the enemy.
Well, apparently we got concussion missiles on this thing too. That's pretty handy.
I have the target in sight.
Yes, sir.
Jeez. The thing's so massive you can see most of the skybox when you're viewing. Oh.
Pursuing enemy.
I guess it really doesn't like us being zoomed this far out. Should've... If I could, I would bring in some ships for scale, but it's a 200 fleet capacity ship and we only have 200 fleet capacity. So no luck there.
Acknowledge.
We'd really get one of these TIE squadrons for scale, preferably one that's not underneath the ship.
TIE interceptor here.
So there's their fleet. It's just a little big.
I'm here.
Probably should not be engaging their B-wings inside their defensive formation.
Standing by.
I wonder if they've got any reinforcements. They probably do somewhere. Jeez. I would hope so, or this would be an even more one-sided fight than it already is.
Ready for orders.
These are TIE defenders. They go back into the fleet formation. That's really not a great idea.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they do have some reinforcements.
Ready for your orders. What is your order?
I think this might be one of the things where we jump in, deal damage, and then jump out, because we don't have a engine hardpoint, so we're not forced to stay here.
Yes, Commander.
They have a lot of ships.
Confirmed.
How quickly does it kill this carrier if I tell all the guns to focus on it? Okay. It's a bit slower than I expected it to be. I do want to take out these carriers at least before we go, if we have to go.
Right.
No, there's another MC-80.
Ready, sir. Ready for orders.
That assault frigate's not having a great day. Oh yeah, there's a lot of these. These are what's killing us, these MC-30s. Okay. Now we're gonna leave. We've dealt sufficient damage.
We're under attack.
Okay, I was a little closer comfort. We were in the red there. Dealt a good amount of damage, though. We seriously didn't take out any of their capital ships? Okay. Took about 125 points off their fleet. Still waiting on the reinforcements to this fleet. Is the consortium seriously winning right now? That would be impressive. Where's this? It's in this sector, and that's going to cut us off. We're going to auto-resolve that, and we're going to send our fleet over Ringo Venda to retake Seleucami, and we're going to send our fleet over Koat to go retake Korlag. We'll probably send the fleet over Taurus to wrap up Myker, Wayland, maybe even Sullust. Another ISD. We might send the ISD to another fleet because the Praetor fleet already has its max unit cap. Oh, interesting. Bring an advanced garrison over here. Where are you hiding?
We've located the enemy.
Oh, there you are.
Coming around. Heading to destination.
Destinations confirmed. New heading set.
Navigating to coordinates.
Deploying to location.
We really need to get the recussants in this fleet.
Engines at maximum.
Oh my lord.
All crew accounted for.
We have to fight K-Wings again. No. No, 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 no.
Imperial destroyer
Holding
station
for
keeping.
maximum fire.
Ready for action, sir.
Imperial destroyer holding. All
Engaging
crew
the
accounted for.
I do not enjoy endurance carriers. Okay, no, 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 no. You don't have an engine.
Locking on target.
You guys have 6 seconds to kill this. We're not going to be able to do it, dang.
Planetary control achieved.
Well, we got Seleucami back, but we didn't knock out their ship. That's alright, though.
Tactical battle imminent.
And we're going to take Korlag back. We might actually just use the Praetor fleet to manage the area down in Mygor and Wayland. And it looks like another endurance. Well, he's not getting away this time.
Stealth mode activated.
Choose your reinforcements.
Stealth mode deactivated.
So we now have a Praetor. That's a bit bigger than I remember them being.
Reinforcements canceled.
And one, sir.
There they are. Blast them.
Their scopes won't see us now.
Reinforcements canceled.
Actually, since there's an endurance class, I want my carriers.
We're coming around.
Ready for orders, sir.
Coming around.
Ready to commence. Setting course. Purifier ready. Burn it.
Cease their existence.
Targeting at maximum firepower.
Ready.
Squadron reporting. Advancing. Transmit orders. Starting my run.
Fired up.
TIE defenders are. Here we go. Go kill those K-Wings.
Combat sensors online.
Jeez, this is a big ship. Kind of feel bad for the Endurance. Don't think it's signed up for this many turbo lasers.
Comlink active. Coordinates received.
They're trying to kill our carriers. This is unacceptable.
Bomber standing by.
You only have one K-Wing left, too, in that squadron at least.
TIE bomber ready for orders.
Their Endurance is almost destroyed.
Intercepting.
Those are worth 35 fleet points. We'll let our ARC 170s go after the K-Wings.
Lasers locked and ready. Go ahead, Tower.
Then maybe we can get these concussion missiles from the TIE Punishers.
Stay in formation.
Your orders, sir. Coordinates received.
Navigating.
There's still another squadron of K-Wings.
Purifier ready.
At least this capital ship has concussion missiles, so we can threaten the K-Wings when they go in for an attack run.
In control.
There we go. Not much your K-Wings can do versus like 8 squadrons trying to kill them at once.
Planetary control achieved.
I depart.
You make sure I got the Ton folks leading this fleet.
On our way.
We're gonna start cleaning all this up.
Tactical battle imminent. Building started.
I think I might start grabbing these TIE Phantoms and throwing them into every fleet for scouting.
Choose your reinforcements.
They're cheap, they're pretty fast. And I can keep them from dying by throwing them into their stealth. If they get damaged, I can just throw them behind a carrier and heal them. The game really doesn't enjoy me spawning in these ships.
The enemy is approaching.
Scouting area. Right away.
Gladiator to redeploy.
And there we go.
Systems engaged.
Holding for maximum
Combat
power.
sensors online. Purifier ready.
Come on.
Ready to burn.
TIE Defenders, get up there.
Transmit orders.
Oh. Thank you, Zjar, for the follow.
Have the target in sight.
Sorry, I didn't quite get your chat for some reason.
Hit them. For the Empire! I have the target in sight.
Purifier ready.
Weapons ready. Heading out. Order acknowledged.
Transmit orders. In control.
Maybe some other time. I would enjoy a Galactic Conquest versus a player. The AI can be kind of repetitive sometimes, even on the harder difficulties.
Ready.
TIE bomber ready for orders.
Ready to burn. Thy will be done.
Targeting at maximum firepower.
Fired up. Purifier ready. In control.
My TIE Phantom's still cloaked? No.
Moving out.
We'll just have him do his own thing.
Combat sensors online. Leave no trace. Purifier ready.
I'm over here trying to figure out what to send my TIE defenders against, but I just don't have anything worth attacking. I am unfortunately not going to give you my Discord over a stream. Like I said, we can maybe play a Galactic Conquest another time, but
Ready to burn.
this is a weekly stream for this specific game.
Fired up. Onwards. Purified. And then there was fire. Into the fray. Purifier ready.
Go ahead, sir. They won't know what hit them.
In control. Leading to the systems engaged.
These tier 5 stations are exceptionally tanky. Even with 6 squadrons of TIE Punishers and a Praetor, these things take a lot to kill.
We are victorious. System conquered.
I depart.
Building under construction. Tactical battle imminent. Building started.
Oh, I can't switch my tabs. I wonder why the Reaper AI only has 2 ships here. They have 144 back here, and they're just losing ships by just sending 2 or 3 out to attack. They're holding up my fleet as well. I just bring ships back until they actually start breaking through the outer planets.
Choose your
Carpet cruiser reporting. Location confirmed. Advancing. Awaiting command. Confirmed.
Not having these TIE scouts anymore off the visual class corvettes is kind of unfortunate, because we have to wait for the whatever ship we have in the lead spot to get over here. Which isn't too bad most of the time. Why are these... Hold on, these are only 60 points. It's like, why is the Titan class so much smaller than the Praetor? Because normally in mods I see the Praetor is like twice or 3 times the size of a Star Destroyer. Which is about what this is.
Imperial destroyer holding. All crew accounted for.
This just needs to be pulled back.
Imperial destroyer ready.
our TIE defenders. They still don't have any squadrons I would purposefully take on. Actually, we can probably send the TIE defenders out to take out that station. They carry proton torpedoes.
Getting a lock. Eliminating target.
I wonder what would happen if I fired ion pulse missiles at an MC-80 once it's got overshield on. I wonder.
I'm on them. Stay in formation. Get behind them.
250 damage to shields with the 50% movement and firepower penalty. I wonder if it stacks the movement penalty. That'd be interesting if it did, but we only get one use of it. We'll see.
All crew accounted for.
This might be a waste of all of our TIE defenders firing them, but I don't use them normally. They do look like if I were to send the TIE defenders out on like ahead of the TIE Punishers to disable capital ships, that could potentially work. And then they would deal with the shields and disable laser cannons, draw fighters away. I wonder, do the TIE Punishers also carry these ion pulse missiles? Oh, it even has like a little sparking effect to it. Very cool.
Imperial destroyer decoding transmission. Imperial destroyer at station keeping.
Gladiator, ready for action.
I copy.
Imperial destroyer holding. TIE bomber ready for orders. Setting up my run, sir.
Setting up my run, sir.
What does it look like to have a whole bunch of squadrons throwing out pulse missiles? Oh, there goes a couple of Y-wings.
Planetary control achieved. Building under construction.
Interesting. I'm gonna change the co-op shipyards to just build a couple of these for the purpose of boosting Coruscant's total output. It honestly might be worthwhile if we get more income overall, but we still need to build up our stations around our territory.
Building started. Beginning construction.
A lot of our planets still only have level 1 or 2 stations. It should be another relatively short fight.
Ready to commence. Heading out.
I honestly might bring the
Fallout.
Titan class battlecruisers down from Vader's fleet and slot them in with maybe Dala and get her attack buff, and then try and take out the Viscount with those. Now that I'm thinking about
Choose your reinforcements.
nothing about it.
Coordinates acknowledged. Transmission confirmed.
No, I need you to cloak. Thank you. Because potentially the Titan class battlecruisers could just cloak whenever they're taking too much damage, and the Viscount would have to split off its turbo lasers to fire different targets.
Reinforcements cancelled.
It wouldn't be very smart to bring our Executor in or our
Received.
At
We're
maximum
moving now.
unit capacity.
On the double.
Mandator 2 or Mandator 3, whatever it is, or whichever one it is, because it's the Viscount is specifically designed to destroy those.
Course set. Ready to burn.
Ready. Confirm.
Fired
Go
up.
ahead, sir. They won't know what hit them. For the Empire! I have the target in sight. Starting my run. They won't know what hit them. For the Empire!
Purifier ready.
Where's our TIE defenders at? Why are you guys always stuck back here? Come up here.
In control.
Intercepted.
Drawing a fire.
What is your order?
Remember back in the beginning of the campaign when these things were kind of hard to deal with? Starfleets didn't have a great anti-fighter solution. Now we just got fleets worth of these, where are they? Oh, that doesn't look very safe.
Gladiator ready for duty.
Coming around.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That's not where I would park my carrier trying to launch fighters. You can see the effects just coming from the engines. Probably not the best idea.
Awaiting command. Confirm.
Systems engaged.
Targeting at maximum firepower.
Combat systems engaged. Combat sensors online.
Intercepting. I'm on it. Excellent shot. Stay in formation. Get behind him. Locking on.
Purifier ready.
I find it kind of weird that this thing has the same lines as the Purifier. Oh, it carries proton torpedoes? I did not see that. It's pretty neat. Doesn't really show that it has proton torpedo launchers.
System control achieved.
Now I just gotta figure out what to do with this Star Destroyer here. Actually, I'll probably send it over to Dalla's fleet.
Tactical battle imminent.
Just the one? Is it an endurance? It is. My likelihood of winning this fight just because of that endurance is next to none. Those K-Wings will tear apart the garrison TIE fighters.
System lost. Construction.
So instead, we'll use this as a reactionary fleet. We'll pull it off of Bothaway for a minute.
Beginning construction. Construction complete. Construction complete. Construction complete. Construction complete.
Battleship standing by.
Oh,
Coordinates received.
Tactical battle
oh,
imminent.
our Harrower is done. Oh, we gotta go fight a Rothana real quick. Trying to lock down Bothaway, Rothana, and Rishi because that splits the rebellion in half and doesn't let their
Cannons armed. Right away.
their Viscount have any room to breathe down there. It either has to engage our forces there and then risk getting attacked by a battle group consisting of multiple battle cruisers, maybe even that Mandator since it's in range.
Heading out.
Or it can try and push through the north, but the Mandator and the Oh, oh no. Oh shoot. Well,
Reinforcements en route.
our target patrol cruiser group might be dead.
Move out.
That
We'll be there shortly.
that endurance class is not going to enjoy its day though.
Coordinates received. We're on our way.
At maximum
Hello there.
capacity.
Cruiser here.
Star Destroyer standing
No, 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 no.
Power
Star
diverted to
Destroyer
weapons, sir.
reporting in. Yes, Commander.
And you're going to get away, but just barely. It's honestly a little annoying.
System control achieved.
Now we're gonna go back up to Bothaway.
Construction complete.
I should probably drop a fleet off at Manan or Mimban, just because they've got the Hapen fleets up here. I don't really have any ships nearby though.
Construction complete.
Moving out.
Construction complete.
Honestly, build up a fleet made up solely of these.
Constructing
Vehicle
unit.
in production.
Vehicle in production.
Be an interesting fleet.
Tactical battle imminent.
Are you kidding me? I just pulled my fleet off of Rothana.
System lost.
Is that another endurance? It's another endurance.
Awaiting your command.
Oh, so that's where the rebellion heroes are respawning now. Keeps them out of the north area.
Construction complete.
Nebulon B frigate here.
Construction complete.
I'll get there.
Nebulon B frigate here.
These aren't Nebulon Bs, but okay.
Tactical battle imminent.
Second time trying to hold out Rothana.
Frequency open.
I don't want to leave my fleet here because Bothawi is too important to leave by itself, but I don't really have any fleets nearby that I can send. At least not until I take out that one planet that's in between Alatine and wherever Piet's currently situated.
Go. Keep going.
Reinforcements en route.
Let's bring in less ships this time and see if we can bait them into a more prolonged fight.
Destinations confirmed.
Reinforcements cancelled.
This way. Over there.
It seems like it works.
Star Destroyer acknowledges.
They're gonna lose their ship all the same, they're just gonna use it at a slightly slower pace.
Heading out.
Ah, I shouldn't have done that.
All out. We've got them on scopes.
Enemies in
Awaiting your orders.
Power diverted to
Our
weapons, sir.
target priority is the laser cannons.
Oh well. They don't have an engine hard point, so I can't just destroy them. I might try and add some of those Sith interdictors to all my fleets though.
Planetary control achieved. Building under construction.
Back up to Bothway.
Weapons report ready.
Construction complete.
Gladiator, ready for action.
Beginning construction.
Interesting. We got another hero there.
Building under construction.
Yeah, I might want to build some more of these since they are just interdictors.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
How much would another... Cool, we got the money for that.
Construction complete.
It's only 110? Interesting. Well, I'll queue up another power and get this over here. You know what, this fleet we can throw over here and use it to take out the Hapen fleet. Meanwhile, I want this planet just to throw out those. I want at least one in every fleet.
Awaiting your command.
We're running out of fleet points again.
Constructing. Constructing. Building under construction.
Awaiting your command.
We're gonna go after this planet again. They still have 7 MC-30s. It's a bit more than I want to fight, but oh well. Let's see if I can't find their Viscount real quick. Has it disappeared again? Must be one of these systems I don't have view over. Why is nobody taking Mustafar? Interesting. That's where it went. They took out this. Alright, we have a few problems. So why I didn't take this system is because it holds the Starforge, which is ridiculously hard to kill. I sent, in one playthrough, I sent this ship, the Mandator 2, with an escort fleet over here, and it got destroyed. I'm gonna make a solid bet that the Viscount is up here. And seeing how these guys are still holding their own, I'm probably gonna pull Vader's fleet away. We'll most likely lose the Annihilator, or not the Annihilator, the Purifier, and probably these Titans as well, trying to knock it out, but oh well. That is a major weak point. That goes behind all of our fleets.
Incoming!
Yes, sir. Right away. Ready for your orders. What is your order? I'm here. Yes, Commander.
I've got a clear path, ready to take the enemy. Die bomber copies.
We'll try to stay out of their range for the most part.
Setting up my run, sir.
That includes you, TIE Defenders. You're here for defense of the Executor and nothing else.
Die bomber copies. Setting up my run, sir.
Standing by. Ready, sir.
We'll have these guys go and try and kill these ships, the MC-30s. These are really the only thing that pose a big threat, just because they're heavy proton torpedo launchers. 1200 damage per torpedo, jeez.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, no, all those things need to go, and need to go quickly. The rest of this fleet I can just outrange with my heavy turbo lasers.
What is your order?
But these things I cannot outrange. Alright, and they shouldn't have any other MC-30 is great. We already took out all 7.
Yes, Commander.
I've got a clear.
Engaging the enemy.
Ready to take the enemy. Transmit orders.
Standing by.
And the rest of the battle should just be us sitting here mowing down rebel ships as they refuse to push forward. I guess they are hitting us with some weapons. It's mostly these concussion missiles. These could actually be a problem. They carry long-range turbo lasers like we do.
Ready for orders. Yes, sir.
We can probably do some fighter stuff. Oh, there's another one of their assault frigates. This one's not looking too good over here. This overcharge refills really quickly.
What is your order? I'm here. Yes, Commander. Standing by.
Oh, it got really, really bright over here. They still have so many assault frigates.
Ready, sir.
Well, we could actually deal with these shield generators. Which would make it easier on our executor to knock out their
Ready
ships.
for orders. Yes, sir.
Shame we don't have any TIE Punishers. Having TIE Punishers with this fleet would be amazing.
I'm here. Yes, Commander. Standing by. Ready, sir. Ready for orders.
TIE Bombers aren't looking too good though.
Yes, sir.
And no, he doesn't have any shields.
Ready for your orders. What is your order? I'm here.
No, it says not to target ships, but
Will do.
we'll target a ship. Just to see what happens. The shields are gone. Almost. Does seem to be fairly effective.
Yes, Commander.
Let the bombers continue to have some fun.
Standing by. Ready, sir.
Jeez, this battle's taking a while. I wonder if they'll retreat before they lose their entire fleet.
Ready for orders.
I'm not sure they will.
Ready for orders.
It's like this fleet did not have an insignificant amount of ships. They had like 4 capital ships, 6 or so advanced garrison quasars, a ton of these assault frigates. A group of these and one of these could probably take on one of our ISDs, or a couple of our ISDs. Just this fleet would have been a pain to deal with if it was one of my normal fleets. But I guess they're just gonna let it do its own thing.
I'm here. Yes, Commander. Standing by.
I would auto-resolve this battle, but I'm scared that the game's gonna be like, oh, you have 1 ship and they have like 10, you lose. It's like, it sounds like something the auto-resolve system might do. Funny story actually, in the base game, not in this mod, I had built the Executor and we were defending a I think it was either Alderaan or a planet I had blown up with the Death Star. And the Rebellion kept sending like little 1 or 2 ship fleets trying to get through that sector. And a single CR-90 jumps in and I auto-resolve. And I had done this like 10-15 times with no problems. And the CR-90 somehow manages to kill the Executor. So I'm not a big fan of the auto-resolve system. It can work, but not all the time.
Ready for orders.
We're just waiting on these assault frigates to go down now. And as soon as those go down, we can just finish off the remaining capital ships and move on. Are you kidding me? The assault frigates have about twice the shielding the capital ships do. I don't know how they managed to do that, but that's kind of impressive. They both have the same hull points, but the MC-80As have quite a few more guns.
What is your order?
Yeah, they don't have nearly the same amount of hull points and shield points that the Executor does, but those assault frigates are really impressive. Unfortunately, I think, oh, they only got 1 left, or they still got 1 left. Or 2. And then all they got left are these MC-80As and their station.
On my way.
We can actually probably start moving the Executor into close range so all of its secondary batteries can start firing. Because they don't have any MC-30s left and their fighter screen is basically non-existent at this point thanks to our TIE Defenders.
Coordinates received.
Oh, hello Zoom, welcome to the stream. What is it that you need to talk about, my guy? There goes one of their MC-80s. And now they're sallying out to try and knock out the Executor, but I think it'll be too late. Alright, well we can hop in a VC after my stream. You can tell me what's up.
Returning to your position. Moving out.
That should be all their ships now. Unless they've got an MC-80 hiding in this smoke cloud.
I'll take care
Which
of
they
this.
might.
Tightening up.
No, it doesn't look like... Oh! Yeah, they did. They don't anymore. And a Y-Wing squadron trying to run off.
Understood. I'm here.
Go help the Executor finish this station off, please.
Target in sight. Starting my run.
Yes, Commander.
For having so many turbo lasers, well, I guess that's one way to defeat the station. It is taking forever for this ship to knock out the station. If only there were hitboxes. Imagine, oh, thought something exploded. Imagine just your ship being able to shear through a station like that. The Executor could probably do it too, with little to no damage. Actually, now that I think about it, persistent damage would be pretty cool to have. You engage a ship in a battle, and you jump out and all your ships still have their damage, and all the other team ships still have their damage. That'd be a pretty neat feature to have.
Ready, sir.
The game would have to keep track of a lot of stuff, though. Not quite sure if the engine is up for it. Oh, well, one Y-Wing squadron managed to escape. I'd say this is pretty successful. 5 Rebellion capital ships. Most of them pre-New Republic stuff, so not extremely valuable. A lot of these extremely tanky assault frigates, and a lot of capital ship killing MC-30s. And this also allows us to patch up our backline. Anyway, back to panicking.
Construction complete.
Yes.
Still think the Viscount's over there.
Unit in production.
Awaiting your command.
Yep. We're not gonna let them do that, though. If they get the Star Forge up over there, we're gonna be in some big trouble.
Construction.
Reporting.
Construction
Awaiting your
complete.
command.
More stuff down.
Construction complete.
Let's... Oh, that's not the plan I'm looking for. Let's split these up a bit so I can send them into fleets.
Positioning. Setting course. Right away.
Should be heading to Manan, and then this last one will go to this fleet later.
Moving out.
Is there Viscount here? Yeah, and like most of the rest of their fleet. Do they got any reinforcements on the way?
Construction complete.
This might be like the final battle though,
Construction.
so I might want to save that till next time because we're running out of time here and that's going to be a really long fight. I think I have the ships to win. On top of having 2 battle cruisers and an SSD. Or this is a battle cruiser. No, it's a superstar destroyer. Make up your mind, game.
Tactical battle imminent.
Brilliant. The moment I move Vader's fleet.
System lost.
Okay.
Enemy fleet approaching.
Ringo Venda. Of course, I'm trying to end the stream here and everyone wants to fight. Makes sense. Alright, so I'm going to end it here before things get too hectic for me to end. Next time we're going to be retaking Debrillion, defending Ringo Venda, and then having like the fight over Rakata Prime. If all else fails, I'll have to bring either the Executor or this fleet to clean up. But this should be a 200 power ship, so we're either going to be fighting this fleet here or this ship. That's it. So it could be a really easy anticlimactic fight, or we're going to be fighting the big boy. And if they get the Starforge up, they pretty much are going to own that planet for the foreseeable future. On another note, we'll be able to take on the Hapen fleet as soon as our mixed fleet over here arrives. And then we'll retake Ringo Venda with Dala's fleet over here. Alright, well thank you all for stopping by. I will see you guys on the next stream.